Duke, very gentlemanly, wished Marc Doy good luck, member of Team Canada.
I did 950 miles on the Pacific Crest Trail, and then decided I wanted to go hike in the Himalayas.
Oh, what a break in the tension. Now Norm Duke, who won $40,000. He can add 10 more if he can win this head-to-head match. Beautiful, beautiful pocket hit. Norm Duke had 11 strikes in his 279 victory over Bob Learn, who shot a 203. Representing Canada. He represented this great country before in 89, 90, 93, and 94, Team Canada. Marc Doy from Mississauga. Oh, beautiful dive. Oh.
Thank you, Chris. Bob, it's so loud in here, it's unbelievable, and obviously the Canadian champions got them all going, but you didn't get much of a start going out there.
Well, I came out and I stuck that 10 pin, and every time in practice that I threw it real hard, I rung a 10. So I consciously wanted to not throw it so hard the next shot, and I went up and right through the beak. And I guess I should have just been happy with trying to stuff them in there for 10s. But I only threw 2 bad shots, and I paid for them both. But hey, bad thing is I'm out here, but the good thing is I'll be home with my kids in a couple hours, and I look forward to that. So on to next week, see what happens.
All right, he'll be close to home in 2 weeks. Back to you, Chris.
Marc Doy, solid 10 on the left lane. After doubling, he's going against great champion Norm Duke in a special challenge match. U.S. versus Canada, who just joined us. Duke won the IOF Foresters Championship. And Doy won a 24-man, 24-game special event. He bested them all, came out on top, so that's why he's here.
Norm Duke, whose hobby is charting the stock market, has been very successful in his investments, is trying to add $10,000 to the Duke treasury.
A 7.
Solid 7. First time we've seen that shot today. We had a couple of them at the Johnny Petraglia Open last week, and there's really nothing much you can do about it. Duke, in dead stroke as we call it, just drives the 2 pin straight into the 4. The 4 gets knocked straight back off the 7. Tough break, easy spare.
Again, a special $10,000 challenge match. The Forester champion there, Norm Duke and Marc Doy, Canada. His third strike of this match. Norm Duke in an all-even match. We'll be back.
The Professional Bowlers Tour on ABC Sports. Brought to you by Bud Light. If you want great taste that won't fill you up and never lets you down, make it a Bud Light. Brute, put it on and you're ready to play. Brute, it's all part of the game. And Kellogg's, with good taste, nutrition, and value, the best you each morning from Kellogg's.
There's a remarkable young bowler, the Canadian champion, who just covered the 139 of the 4th frame as a strike. He's going against the Foresters Open champion, Norm Duke.
This is a look at those who are actively choosing just to not be parents, and that number has doubled in our country over the last 4 years.
All right. The champ hits the pocket in the fifth frame to double to take a 10-pin lead.
It's a good thing that people are pausing to consider whether or not they want to have children, what that would mean for them in the future, and I think it's actually a good thing to pause and consider this huge life decision.
And I'm with you, it's such a personal choice. Nobody else's business. But I do think
Re-rack.
choose to have children, we as a society should support them to launch. Don't ever expect to be able to
Quick equipment, though.
You're right, Chris. All modern equipment right now. Duke, a potential 20-pin lead.
Hanging on the channel and getting them all.
Now, as we look at Marc Doy, there were 24 Canadians that tried to qualify. The top 5 had a step-ladder format. This man averaged 229 as he waxed all 4 opponents. Won 2,500. Right now, he trails Norm Duke by 20 pins, 6 frames spare up.
So it's a 6-10 for the electrician and the 27-year-old that loves billiards.
Marc Doy, who got his early training actually at a professional bowling camp under the tutelage of Don Sylvia, one of our top players out here, always an excellent coach known around the world. And right now, Don would tell him, maintain your form. You're getting a little bit anxious as he's trailing Duke by 22 pins.
Doy has already earned $2,500 for finishing first in the Canadian division.
And there's the Canadian team. Many of the players stayed around to watch Marc and root him on. The 24 Canadians in their 24 match play averaged 196. Our professional bowlers bowling in the same lanes on the same lane condition averaged 212. That was our full field of professionals. So a little discrepancy between the Canadians and the Americans, but a lot of good good-looking Canadian players.
Robbed.
That's a pretty good shot. He struggled the last 2 frames. He keeps his arm very close to his body. I think that's one of the real keys to performing under pressure. A little stiff-legged. Doesn't get quite the break he wants as the head pin just slides in front of the 7, but he's bowling very well, maintaining his form in a good position through 7 frames. And there's Rob McNaughton on the right, who is our tournament host and general manager of the bowling center. And with him, Brian Mitchie, the co-chairperson of the tournament. Both super guys. This is a great establishment, and I'm sure we'll be back many times again.
I've got a love affair, Bo, with Canada and Canadians for many, many years, having done 2 Olympic Games in Montreal and in Calgary. They're unbelievably warm, friendly, caring, giving people.
Yes, and may I say very pro-American, and it's very enjoyable to be around these people. And I don't think I've ever enjoyed a group of professionals that weren't American pros as much as the Canadians. They're just wonderful guys and great talent.
And, you know, there's some Canadian announcers in our stable. For instance, Don Chevrolet, who's on ABC radios from Mississauga. His son Jeff is a photographer out here. There's John Saunders, also.
Right now, Marc Doy has a potential 236. He needs all of that to at least contend a little bit with Norm Duke.
Norm Duke leads by 43.
Profile of a good young player, 5-step delivery, everything in pretty good shape. And watch how he drives through. Now, one little problem here is he pulls up a little bit at the line, as I said earlier, and that causes him to get the ball a little bit wider or pull it occasionally. Right now, a must strike for Marc Doy.
How disappointing.
Well, the pin that we talked about at the beginning of the telecast would be a pivotal pin in the championship today has been the undoing of Marc Doy. It was absolutely imperative he gets this strike. And right now, good technique, cross straight lane. He'll straighten the shot out for the 10 pin. The best he can bowl is 260.
Not bad, but he's going against Norm Duke, the Canadian champion, his fiancée Julie Ryan.
Forget your balls. Call Polly Rock and Germany.
6 in a row.
You know, Chris, we're seeing something here, not only a good performance by Norm Duke, but we're seeing something we really don't have the luxury of seeing very often in the championship round. A good top pro zeroed in and loose and relaxed. In these one-game matches, I've bowled them many times myself. You never get loose and relaxed. Duke's having the luxury of victory lap here and really showcasing how well he can throw a bowling ball.
Roll today.
It's a no-brainer.
Well, if Marc Doy joins the PBA, they ought to let him out of going to the PBA school because Norm Duke just gave him a full class right here today in the championship match.
Norm Duke with 28th strike of his parade to victory for today.
Winning is fun.
Housing and policing. And see that building? I blocked the Trump family from getting tax breaks to build.
All right, Norm Duke with a 276 to go along with his 279 and a 236. Twice a